The NYXL escaped with a dominant win against the Philadelphia Fusion on Thursday. Poor positioning combined with inconsistent GOAT's performance left the Fusion looking simply outclassed. However, the Fusion did have moments of star potential on display and ended New York's dominating map win streak. The Fusion might not be as strong as Vancouver or the NYXL, but Philadelphia continues to show promise even when facing tough opponents. It was a quick start for the NYXL on downtown Busan, as Josu Ikuo Corona and Soo-min Sato Kim dying first in the opening two fights. On the third engagement between the two teams, Sato's Earthshatter allowed the Fusion to perform a team kill on the NYXL and briefly take the point. Their point possession was short-lived, however, as the Excelsior quickly took the point back to win the map. Sanctuary opened up more favorably for Philadelphia, who were able to take first control of the point. They kept a tight hold on it until 99%, but Alberto Neptuno Gonzalez dying forced a regroup and allowed the NYXL to gain point control. Unfortunately, Philly failed to regain composure after being muscled off the objective. As the timer ticked up to 99 for both teams, a graviton from Yanquan Nene Jong prevented Philly from reaching the point. The NYXL won Busan on a final score of 2-0. The Fusion opened up their Anubis defense with Gale Poco Gerzurch on Torbjorn in a bunker composition. Despite an early kill on Dongju Mano Kim, the Fusion were unable to further pressure New York. On their re-engagement, Seonghyung Jonak Bang picked off EQO, leading to a quick fight in the NYXL's favor. The Excelsior capped point A, then got a further 2 ticks on point B before the Fusion forced them off the point. Though Philly prevented the snowball, they later fell victim to Dene's graviton, forcing them off the point once again. New York completed the map with 3:59 left in the time bank. On the attack, Philadelphia ran 3-3 into New York, opting for a Zen over NYXL's Ana. While it took over 3 minutes, Philadelphia finally captured point A. Their snowball attempt was formidable, nearly capping point B, but New York's stall was ultimately too strong, draining just 2 minutes off the clock. Thankfully, the Fusion handily secured the next fight win to complete the map with 2:33 left in the time bank. As the Fusion came out of their spawn on 3-3, they quickly swapped to an unorthodox composition, running heroes like Hanzo, Farah, and Hammond into NYXL's GOATs. They traded kills with New York but couldn't swing the team fight in their favor. They ended the map with 45% capture on point A. Philadelphia ran the same composition on their second defense as they did on their first. An early pick onto Jonak spelled good fortune for Philly initially, but just as in round 1, they failed to secure any more kills. Despite pressure from Jayhawk Carpe Lee on Widowmaker, Jonak was able to land a sleep dart on Isaac Boombox Charles to rejoin the fight. New York collapsed on Boombox and the rest was just history. New York took Anubis on a final score of 3-2. The two teams looked neck and neck late into the map. While the Fusion's point A hold was lackluster, they succeeded at repeatedly holding New York in front of point B. The Fusion allowed NYXL to take point B, but were determined to hold point C. Even after losing Carpe early on in multiple team fights, the Fusion successfully stopped the NYXL short of completing the map. The Fusion's offense took some time to ramp up. After over 3 minutes drained from the time bank, Poco secured 2 kills with the self-destruct to take space on the point. Point B was a similar story, with Philadelphia going into overtime before they took point B. Smart support ultimate usage from Neptuno and Boombox allowed Philly to be more aggressive as they approached the payload's destination. After canceling Taesung Anamo Jung's sound barrier and picking off Mono, the Fusion put an end to New York's 26-map winning streak. The Philadelphia Fusion won Blizzard World on a final score of 3-2. The first 3 minutes of Gibraltar were unfortunately lost due to technical difficulties. Regardless, it appears that Philly failed to make much progress on their attack round. Stopped underneath the bridge before point A, Philadelphia failed to make a dent in the defenses of New York. On defense, the Fusion were able to hold the NYXL briefly, but the short distance the payload needed to travel made deaths on Philly's side way more costly. The NYXL were able to complete the map without much hassle, winning Gibraltar on a final score of 1-0. While the NYXL took a tough win against Philadelphia, the match was not all bad for Philly. Putting an end to New York's sizable map win streak is no small feat, and they showcased their ability to perform clutch plays when needed. Unfortunately, they also had glaring positioning errors that Nene repeatedly punished. They were all forced off the point at least 3 times by his grabs. Philadelphia still has much to improve on if they want to keep up with the best teams, but their select moments of looking competitive with the NYXL today prove that they are still in the running. The New York Excelsior won this series on a final score of 3-1 against the Philadelphia Fusion.